Hey guys, it's Virtual Cinema here with NHL 13. This game came out on 9/11, and I'm just gonna do a little bit of a review for you. The physics and the skating in this game, best than any NHL that's came out. I mean, most EA Sports games, everyone thinks it's just an update. NHL 13, just like Madden, they got new creators, new teams, and new developers that made this game, so it's a lot better. The whole gameplay of it is more realistic. It's actually more challenging. The face-offs are a lot harder to win. And so, once you get the little trick behind, and I guess it's easier. I still haven't found it. I remember I used to just like tap X to get the face-offs before, but that's no longer available. But basically, the trick of is trying to score. If you've never played NHL before, it's basically you're trying to get it right in front of the net, get some rebounds, get some deflections. It's basically how you're gonna score in NHL. But sometimes you get the nice little slap shot. You can just, and then in this NHL you have to guide it or like aim it perfectly. Unlike other NHLs where it's auto. I mean, you can set it up to be auto, but what's the fun in that? Like, it was manual before, but it's not as tricky because if you hold it too far up, it won't even go near the goal. It'll go too far up. But also there's some trophies in this game, such as like if you hit the goal bars 3 times in one game on like be a pro mode, then you can get the trophy for it. But they brought back the EA Sports Hockey League again. They brought back GM, be a pro, and they also added be a legend where you can play as Wayne Gretzky or anything like that. But they also brought back, or they brought in, instead of franchise online, it's called GM Connected, and so it's basically the same thing as Connected Careers in Madden, but it's with hockey. So right there they scored, and you'll see nice little cutscenes. The whole thing in this, like the fans and everything, get more into it, and it's more realistic. And if you played this game and you're just watching the review, and you play Be a Pro, you know if you get a penalty, you actually have to sit there and watch it. But it's pretty cool. You can sim it, but what's the point? I mean, it's cool to watch it like from the bench or anything like that. So and then you can also hear the fans like chanting your name or something and Be a Pro. Something crazy like that. Like, it's a lot more realistic than any other NHL game. And actually, I'm undefeated online, so it's pretty good. So this whole game is like pretty nice. The graphics and the visuals are amazing, and the commentary, it's really never getting boring. Like in any other NHL game, it really hasn't gotten boring, but this one, I really don't see it repeated that much, like repeat itself over and over and over, like back to back. And so it's not as bad as what it was, but it's better. Like, it's probably the best commentating in NHL series. I mean, I think that's what EA with their sports games this year have made some of the best games in the history of this series. The only one that I didn't really like was NCAA Football 13. It was good, don't get me wrong, but I think 12 was better. So the visuals and everything is one thing of the game. The gameplay is another, and in this one, instead of physics, I'll say skating. The real life skating is a lot better. It's a new feature they added, and it's a lot more like you're actually skating instead of having to like spin around and like. It's a lot more realistic. Instead of just stopping right on a stop, you actually take some time to stop, and you're not stopping right there. You actually lean forward a little bit. So that's amazing that they added that. And they also took in the new engine that Madden 13 used, so the physics and like the way you hit people is going to be a lot more realistic. They're not going to fall down every time you hit them. And so you just saw right there, I hit someone. Another cool thing, I I've seen was I cross-checked someone into the glass and broke it, and he flipped over into the stand. So that's pretty cool. And another thing is you can hit people into the box or into the bench area. So the gameplay of it's similar to previous NHLs, except for you're using L3 to sprint instead of L2. It's a little bit weird to get used to, but once you get used to it, it's a lot better. So this coming to an end, I'm just gonna go ahead and say I would give this game a 8.5 and probably the best NHL in the series. So this was Virtual Cinema, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and like and subscribe.